Mario did it again. This is another GCExperts client win. And I want to talk about it because this one really shows what momentum looks like in the federal space when someone stays disciplined, stays in their lane, and keeps showing up the right way. Mario, with Vision Contracting Inc., just secured another federal award, this time for a project office roof replacement and epoxy floor installation at Surry Mountain Lake in Surry, New Hampshire, for $95,119. And I want you to hear this clearly right up front. This is not a fluke. This is not luck. This is the result of consistent execution. Let's break it down. Mario has been stacking wins across different types of federal facilities, and what's impressive here is not just the dollar amount, it's the range of work he's now being trusted with. Septic systems, site work, repairs, and now roofing and epoxy flooring inside a federal project office. That tells you something important. It tells you the government sees Mario as dependable. It tells you agencies trust him in occupied facilities. It tells you he's communicating well, executing cleanly, and reducing risk. Now let's talk about this project. A roof replacement and epoxy floor installation inside a federal project office is not cosmetic work. This is functional infrastructure. Roof failures mean water intrusion, damaged equipment, mold risk, and operational shutdowns. Epoxy flooring isn't just for looks. It's about durability, cleanability, safety, and long-term performance in work environments. The government doesn't hand this type of work to someone they aren't confident in. You're dealing with removing and replacing an active roof system, protecting the building interior during the process, coordinating work so the office can continue functioning, prepping and installing epoxy floors correctly, managing cure times, ventilation, and safety, delivering a finished space that's durable and compliant, that requires planning. It requires communication. It requires professionalism, and Mario keeps proving he can do that. Now here's the part I really want people to pay attention to. This win came after his other wins. That's how federal work actually works. You don't win one job and then disappear. You win one, perform well, document it properly, communicate clearly, and then you start getting picked again. Sometimes by the same agency, sometimes by a different one. Mario is now in that cycle. And this project at Surry Mountain Lake shows that his federal profile is expanding. He's not boxed into one narrow type of work. He's being trusted with facility upgrades that directly affect how federal staff operate day to day. That's a big deal. Now let me tie this back to GCExperts because this is exactly what we teach. We don't teach people to chase everything. We teach people to build credibility step by step. Mario didn't jump straight into massive projects. He built his federal presence with work that fit him. He learned how to quote properly. He learned how to communicate with agencies. He learned how to follow federal procedures. And now, because he's proven himself, the opportunities keep coming. This is what momentum looks like. Roofing and epoxy floors are maintenance and life cycle work. Federal agencies spend enormous amounts of money every year maintaining what they already own. Offices, ranger stations, project buildings, maintenance facilities. Mario is positioning himself right in the middle of that demand. Another award, another agency trusting him, another piece of past performance added to his record. This isn't accidental, it's earned. Huge congratulations to Mario on yet another federal award. This roof replacement and epoxy floor project is another solid win. And it's exactly the kind of job that leads to even more opportunities down the road. If you want to talk about this project or any other opportunity in the federal space, schedule a Zoom with me at gcexperts.com/Zoom. See you in the next one.